I'm going to show you an easy way to have a nice release of sort of this big swath across the low back, sort of low ribs and into the low back waist. We want to be gentle. Sometimes people have it where it's really stuck, and we want to be extra careful not to go into a stretch. That place where it's stretching, that's where it's kicking and screaming. And it says, I don't want to open. I can't do that. So we're trying to teach the brain that that place can actually lengthen and that muscle can relax open. So when you find that place that stretches, go back into the contraction and lower very slowly. Let it open very carefully. Can you teach your system to accept that change in length? So here, let's try this. Both elbows will be on the kitchen counter. And bend one knee. Here I'm bending my right knee. And my right thigh, that knee is that thigh is pointing right down toward the floor where my foot was. Here I'm going to lift my right back pocket a little bit up toward the sky. Can you find those muscles a little bit? The side waist, the low back, you could arch and push your tummy forward a little bit to find the exact line that you're interested in learning. Come into that. And then slowly lower down out of that. Just slow, maybe little steps, lowering gently, letting that knee lower down. Can that side open? This time I'm going to push my right elbow down into the counter to give me some leverage where my torso is pulling my side belt loop up. It's lifting my right back pocket up and my back is arching forward just a little bit. Can you find this beautiful line coming up into the back? Where do you push the back forward to lift that knee up away from the floor? Just lower down easy. Just slow and smooth. Take your time. Take all the time that you need. Relaxing out of that all the way down. All the way down. Can the rib cage open, the shoulders slide up the torso? And just look, well, what place is stretching here? Okay, we're going to make sure that we engage that place. That place that's stretching open a little bit, find the contraction in that place. How do you push your elbows down into the counter? How do you arch your back forward? How high up do you arch your back forward as you lift that right thigh and right knee up off the floor? Okay, coming down easy, slow, slow, slow. Just let it out little by little. What's the smallest steps you can let that out? Let those ribs open easy. And let's just do the other side here. Elbows are on the counter. Bend the left knee. Okay, so the foot is off the floor. Think about where is that left knee and the left thigh pointing down to the floor? Well, how does your torso help lift that thigh and that knee directly away from the floor? Can I close that up? Can I create this sort of diagonal arching of the body? I'm pushing my back forward and I'm hiking up this hip to lift up this back pocket. I'm pulling back pocket up toward the sky. And if you want a little bit, you can really load up pushing that left elbow into the counter to lift left knee away from floor, and then slowly come out of that. What are all the places that you have to relax to come out of it? Go so slowly, it's really your choice. Can you control that all the way? Less and less effort. All the way. There we go. Okay, maybe a little breath into that big open line in back. And then squeeze the air out as left elbow pushes down, that hikes up that left hip, that pulls up that left back pocket, arch the back forward, and how high up into the ribs can you push the back forward? Can you find a little bit of that tension, yawning sensation in back? Okay? Well, how do you get out of all of that? What is everything that you have to let go of to come out of that? Just slow. Slow. Easy. If you come to a place that's stretching open, just contract it back a little bit. For me, I felt like it was down on my waistband here. I'm just saying, okay, can I contract that place? Okay, and lowering down out of that, easy. Now, the beautiful thing is this is also a beautiful piriformis opener for the other side. So as I push with my elbows down to lift this back pocket up, can I find the contraction over on the other side? This hip is closing here. Well, piriformis and all these sort of upper hip diagonals get to open. As this relaxes here, as does the left side of the body. Just come into that, just gently. How high up into the back do you want to find it? As you push back forward and draw that back pocket up toward the sky, and then lower down easy. There we go. If you're breathing into that open line in the back, and then squeezing the air out. Could it be breathing space? Could you convince your brain that that's breathing space? The breath comes in as you open, lowering slow. That's a brief look into giving your brain a lesson on how to let those places open and relax. I encourage you to focus maybe just on those areas and go about a little more of your day and see, well, how is that? What are other places able to let go that have been in these tensional, oppositional tug of wars? That sometimes it might be low back waist on one side in relationship to front upper ribs on the other, that they're pulling forward through the body. And maybe pull those two together. Front ribs upper and the opposite side low back waist. And can you relax out of that? Can you explore the lines through the body? That'd be a good extra credit challenge for you. I'm Eric Cooper, Inspire Somatics. Thank you very much for practicing today. Blessings on your journey.